Welcome to Adventures in Aviators.
Hey guys, it is 7:30 in the morning in Cairo, Egypt, and there's a party going on outside over here because Ramadan just ended yesterday. On top of that, Egypt starts in the World Cup today, so we're just gonna go with it, and everyone's having a really good time here in Cairo today.
So part of staying in this hotel that we were really looking forward to is the light show. So every evening there is a light show, and it's a little bit 1990s.
Oh,
but
1970s.
Either way.
Think, yeah, like old school documentary in school with dramatic music, and it was fun for pictures, to take cool pictures at night. Otherwise, that was about it. So stay at a hotel like this, but don't pay to go see it.
We were really grateful for the place that we stayed because they set up all of our transportation, and some of the people that we stayed with here used Uber and taxis and other forms, but we had them set up all of our transportation just so that we felt confident in where we were going and how we were getting there and what we were getting charged. We did pay a little bit more for that. You can pay just pennies to use some of these tuk-tuks or taxis or use the Uber app. So when we got off the plane, we were really glad that we had transportation set up because you leave the airport and you will be mobbed with a whole bunch of people trying to help you.
Now, one other thing we loved about this hotel is, look at this view. I mean, we are right next to the pyramids. This is an awesome place to stay. When it comes to doing an excursion around the pyramids, we also set that up through our hotel, which we would definitely recommend. For our pyramids excursion, we got to go on a camel and went up the hill and had a great time, just with beautiful views of the pyramids from our camel ride.
I have mixed feelings about the camel ride. One, I did love it. I loved getting on the animals and riding them. They're really cool. I'm unsure how well they're taken care of and how kind their owners are to them. And so I kind of have mixed feelings about that. I will leave that to your judgment as to if you determine that you want to or do not want to ride a camel.
The excursion around the Sphinx and the whole way, it's a one-way road. There is admission into the area, and so you can't really do it easily on your own. And it's really far to do. You want a car or a vehicle to help take you around because it's a very big space. I mean, look, they're big. It's a big pyramid.
So when you're up around the pyramids, you will get hustled for everything. Jason, not so good. He's a smiler. And if you smile, you will be approached. Is that the right word?
More than approached.
More than approached. They will dress you
Lovingly
up.
accosted for the sale of goods.
Yes. So the advice that our tour guide gave us was to look down and say no thank you and
No, thank you,
don't
no.
smile. Jason was hustled
Not
a
good at
lot.
that. I'm like, no thank you. Oh yes, for you, more things. They were all very nice, just a little overbearing.
It does work, but you have to be consistent and don't smile.
One thing we really appreciated about this time of year is since it was Ramadan, much of this area is resting and fasting during the day, and so that meant that a lot of the touristy spots were a lot less busy, and so that was a huge benefit to us. Worked out well for our pictures as well. So definitely a time of year to consider would be this kind of spring into early summer area, which is their Ramadan season.
So our tour not only went to the pyramids, it also went to Memphis and to Saqqara. Memphis is kind of it's just a whole bunch of statues in kind of a courtyard area. There's a huge statue of Ramses II there, so that was really cool to see. That was the highlight of that location. And then we also went to Saqqara, and Saqqara is one of the first pyramids ever built. You can see several off in the distance. I didn't realize how close in proximity there are so many other pyramids in this area. And so you can see quite a few of them from there. And you can walk into one where you can go experience the hieroglyphics inside. These big ones out here, while really, really cool, don't actually have anything on the inside for you to see, and so we opted to go into the one in Saqqara so that we could look at the hieroglyphics, and there was a lot of cool little spots to see around that area, and it feels like you're more in the desert in that area as well. The step pyramid is also in that area.
So yesterday we went to Kanakalita Market, and this place was hopping. There was tons of people everywhere. Of course, it was the last day of Ramadan, so they do a lot of gifts and stuff, and so it was jam-packed. Now that said, during Ramadan, there are several areas that were not open as well, so consider that for when you're planning. But as markets go, this was cramped and exciting and all kinds of things. Michelle got a good deal on some pants. So again, they were very affordable as well. So another fun experience that definitely gives you a peek into the culture. Along the Nile, we were able to stop for just a couple of moments along a busy highway, but you can of course explore that area or take a cruise over the Nile. Of course, the people here are amazingly hospitable. The food here, you definitely need to try as well. I mean, an amazing culture to experience. We highly, highly recommend coming in to Cairo for even just a couple days like we did. Things are very affordable here, at least for Americans, so your dollar goes a long way, and so there's a lot to explore in this city. So we enjoyed our stay in Cairo. We felt safe and welcomed for sure. We highly recommend coming to this area.
Now there are so many other things to do here. We came here for the pyramids. That's why we came, but there are museums, there are tons of other places. If we were here longer, we would go visit the Red Sea. There are so many other things that we would do, but this was the highlight for us.
If you have other ideas for things that people should see while they visit Egypt, please put them in the comments. Let us know. We want everyone to have a great adventure in Cairo. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, you can do that right there. We're going to be traveling all over the place, so check it out. We'll see you next time.
Welcome to Adventures in Aviators. Let me try again.
Oh, Super Valley. What's the name of the market?
Something with a K?
Oh, it's not in for Cairo.
كان القليلي.
Oh,
man,
no.
we're not going to say it well. Khalakhalili?
كان القليلي.
If you've got specific, no, what's the word? If
Khalakhalili.
Khalakhalili. Okay. I'll try.
Okay, we'll try.
Close. And now we'll see you next time. We'll see you next. This is not supposed to be the hard part.
No, it always is though. It sounds weird.
Just
Okay.
do it. We're using that one. Yep.